My name is Vina, aka Miss WOC Reader, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm still in the holiday spirit. I am so ready for Christmas as I pre-film all this content for Kwanzaathon. And Kwanzaathon is a create-a-thon created by Shay from the channel ShayWithThaHobbies, and we are celebrating the principle of Kwanzaa. And throughout the week you'll be seeing us do these different prompts expressing these themes across different social media platforms in creative ways. And while many of mine will be book focused, they're not all going to be book focused, and that's a cool thing too. Today's theme is Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility, and the prompt is My Sibling's Keeper, a love offering to a community member. And I thought really long and hard about who I wanted to do this love offering to. I knew I wanted it to be within the book community, and there's just so many great people within the book community to highlight, but I actually wanted to highlight the two hosts of Kwanzaathon, Shay and Britt from Britt Writerly. And I wanted to highlight them because they just really stand out among so many channels on BookTube. Like, I love that these are two amazing women who really do their own thing and don't follow the trends. And they always try to bring the focus to Black women. Like, sometimes we get so caught up in diversity that we want to highlight everybody and we forget to bring it back to ourselves. So I love that they do When Black Women Speaks, where they can just talk about the issues that are pertinent to Black women. I like that they do these videos too, where they're having these writerly discussions where they highlight things that specifically are writing related, but center around writing for Black people and about Black people instead of the all-encompassing everybody. Yes, it's important to acknowledge other groups, and I definitely try to in my writing and in things I highlight, but it's good to just highlight our own sometimes too and uplift our own, and they do such an amazing job on that. Like, I found them a couple of months ago. I can't remember exactly how. I think I had found Brit first, and I had just found her through different discussions we were both a part of, and I think it might have been through Chloe from Thistle and Versus channel. But I started watching Brit's channel and I'm like, she's really saying the stuff on here that I agree with, but I'm not hearing other people say. And I think closer to around that was close to the time when I decided to go on my own booktube journey, because I'm like, I have so much to say about Black women and Black writing, and sometimes I feel like we get too afraid to say what we want to say because of mixed company. So I really appreciate just how they express themselves and are not afraid to say, I'm a Black woman writing about Black women. Here's what I want to say. Here's why I read this book and didn't love it. Like, it had these elements that as a Black woman I couldn't identify with, or these elements that as a Black woman I had a little bit of a problem with because of how it portrayed the community. And they have these great book discussions that are just so important, because yes, we definitely love and want to support everybody, but sometimes you have to get a little critical and say, well, I read this book and I even like this book, but this is the part that I had a problem with, and I think we should discuss it. Or even be open to letting other people say, you know, I love that's your favorite book. I understand that's your favorite book, but here's the things that I had an issue with. Let's have a discussion, because maybe you didn't see it the way I did, or let me see your perspective on this, since we did have that different viewpoint. So I just really love the things that they are doing, the unique perspectives that they're bringing to YouTube. Britt has been really vocal about her journey as a Black author who is writing YA, and it's very hard to get traditional publishing to accept certain stories when they're not centered around black pain, when they don't read as closely to the stories by white authors that publishing loves so much. And sometimes she can feel like she wants to add certain elements that'll make it more palatable, but she knows she's not, that there's somebody out there who needs her story, and that she shouldn't compromise herself just to get published. That I like how she shows the upsides of writing and the downsides of writing. Shay is amazing. She is already a published author, was recently published in an anthology, which she doesn't talk about enough, but it is an accomplishment. And I am really glad that I got to know her this year, because we just be on Twitter having great discussions about black books. Like me, she also grew up reading black stories, so it's not, and I think it's very different when you grew up reading the stories versus when you just started discovering them as an adult, because you kind of see how black stories have changed over the years, and the difference in how they are marketed now, that publishing is heavily marketing them, versus before, when we really had to just go out on our own and discover these stories, and we were lucky to have librarians who would bring these stories to us. So we have great conversations too about the things we want to see in books. We have great conversations about the black family, and I look forward to more great conversations. I just know they have so much more to come in 2022. So again, today I just wanted to highlight Shay and Britt. If you aren't already subscribed to them, definitely go ahead. I will leave both of their channels linked below. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and leave a comment down below and let me know what black members of our community you want to highlight. And thanks so much for watching. I will check in with you guys soon. Bye!